Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Monster Train Dimensional Portal Runs, because I'm having a good time with these Dimensional Portal Runs, and I'm having a good time working through them. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 remaining. Hopefully by then, we unlock the... Well, not only unlock all of the alternate champions for some of the clans we don't have, but also, hopefully by then, we unlock the Titan fight. We can do that. Slow and Sloopy, stop hitting yourself. Herzal's Horde. The Train Steward Challenge. You know what? Sure. Connie says, damn, you've done a lot of these already. Oh, I just reminded myself of GentCom. I've been going through these over the past couple of days because it's a good way of making progress, because anything that you accomplish here does count for unlocks. It's a really good way of getting unlocks. Let's do Herzal's Horde. We have no champion. I was gonna say, lack the champion, but we have, oh no, lack the champion. All cards have an additional upgrade slot. Train Stewards gives them an additional +10/+10 when you upgrade them. We get 4 deployment energy. Deployable upgrade is cheaper in shops. So the Train Stewards are not, hopefully we have more of them in the deck, but the Train Stewards are not better by default. It's not like we have a relic that gives them multi-strike or anything like that. I don't think we do. So we just need to buff them up quickly. Draw an equipment card from your deck. Artificer, gain Valor 8, Sword Maiden. It's a unit, I'll take it. No champion upgrades. Hey, I've done this before though. On deployment, draw a room, reduce its cost to 0. The first spell played each turn has -1 energy for every 15 cards in your deck. Honestly, that seems really nice. We'll probably get -1 or -2 energy every turn as opposed to the deployment energy, and we have cheap deployment upgrades, also a lot of deployment energy. We probably don't need it to be free. I'll take the thing that makes the other cards in my deck cheaper. And we will do our best to raise all of our Train Stewards up onto 1 floor, and then, well, you know, live. No, not down there. This is gonna be tough though. It will be difficult. So the first spell is cheap. I didn't get any of my spawns, so I can't make Mushroom Men. I'm very disappointed. I also cannot ascend any of my units on this turn. I do have Challenge. Oh, that's the only thing I do that ascends. No, it doesn't even ascend. Okay, why did I think I had an Ascend in the deck? I do not have an Ascend. All right, well, in that case, we're just gonna have to try to keep our top floor alive and deploy all of our Train Stewards and upgrade them as quickly as possible. I want the money. I really wish I could kill you. So spawn, proliferate, inspire. Should have done that first, that's okay. We're not gonna get the money from, you know, Bagman. There we go, spawn, spawns. They're gonna make it to the Pyre, that's okay. If only we drew a spawn on turn 1, we could have gotten the mushrooms going earlier. Honestly though, this is not that bad. Units are slowly making it to the Pyre for a little bit of damage, but you would expect, I think, the very beginning of this run to be the hardest part of it. Because this is a point where we have no... You're gonna hit the Pyre once. What if I advance you and apply melee weakness? What if we just go straight for you? Killing the ads is probably more beneficial. All right. That stops a lot of incoming damage. Yeah. The first combat's gonna be the hardest one. We don't have a champion. And our draw was poor. After this, it should get a lot easier. Shift, gain Valor, resolve shift. I like Windblade. And Loam Coat, resolve, gain, regen, and propagate 2. That's really cool. Glow up, advance, propagate 2, but every turn being able to propagate seems really nice. Put it on your mushrooms, they grow larger every turn. We need unit upgrades, desperately. Large stone and multi-strike, good for train stewards, honestly. Or maybe the battle dancer? Like, we're gonna give them probably the Windblade, right? Resolve, gain, shift. Resolve, shift valor, shift valor. We can make them just a really heavy-hitting unit. So maybe instead of the train steward, we'll go multi-strike there. And can't afford the large stone, but we can give you a little bit more damage, which, you have 3 upgrade slots. You know, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna put regen on a train or on a steward, because why not? It makes them better. They get stats when you put upgrades on them, so we'll just put all of the upgrades we can on them, even if it's bad, it doesn't matter. Relentless spikes, you do not gain spikes every floor. I think that's only Covenant 5 where bosses get stronger. Apparently, by the way, that's why I was very confused that one time I fought the Reanimate boss. They changed him. Originally, on Monster Train 2's release, he had Reanimate 6 every floor. That was changed to be his Covenant 5 ability, or Covenant 4 ability. So that's why I was confused. Why not? Well, I want to put this on the mushroom. That's why not. We'll draw that soon enough, and then we can put that on the mushroom, I think. Advance and apply a big melee weakness. Why not? You're gonna do a little bit more damage, but you'll be easier to kill. You're gonna do a lot more damage. Return home, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good day. This is not quite going as well as I would have wanted. And in fact, I am like, I hope we have enough damage to kill this guy moving up next turn. And his ads. Okay, you're living now and we're getting 2 kills at least. Let's give you the equipment. We're gonna take 10 more pyre damage. Again, this just sucks because we don't have a champion. Assuming one day we draw a champion, things will be much better. I don't want you to die. Well, this gives you 20 health. Take the HP. Now he's gonna grow every turn. We don't really want this to be a deployable equipment. We need the spawn to happen first. I don't know how we're gonna work around that. Okay, you're dead, beautiful. Let's kill you. Just because that'll stop a lot of the incoming damage. Man, Mushroom Man is our boss. Ascend, then advance. Another shift, valor, resolve, shift, enchant, quick. I don't think we need enchant quick. Ascend, then advance is pretty good to make one big floor. Consume spawn. Deal damage, apply decay 15. It's expensive though. Extinguish spawn. It's not a banner unit. It's hard to play this, is what I mean. It's hard to play this on the top floor, which is where we want it. But I'll just take Spawn 4. A card that just puts minions on the board is nice. And we're gonna keep upgrading our minions because we need to. Endless and Large Stone. I already have both of these units, so... Draw an equipment card from your deck. Artificer gain Valor. I think I might just skip these. We really need to upgrade the train stewards. Now, is it each upgrade? Each upgrade on a steward gives them more stats. Interesting. I mean, it's not bad. Put you both on the same floor. And then I'm just gonna make one good shield steward. Again, I think I just want any stats. And what do we not want in the deck? Probably don't need this many inspires. I'll purge one. Plus 10 attack on strike, apply corruption. Spawn a random friendly unit from your deck on summon. Add melee weakness 1 and spell weakness 1 on strike. I mean, the corruption is nice on the Battle Dancer. We might as well put it on that unit because they are our best unit, right? More damage and apply corruption, DOT every turn. Why not? We've got one sick unit. Duplicating this unit wouldn't be a bad idea, but we don't have the capacity to play them. Maybe we should take a capacity upgrade. Then we can fit more units on the floor. I don't want to play Loam Coat. I want to put it on the mushrooms. I could put it on you, but it just gives you Valor and Regen, which I'm not excited about. That's more like it. Ascend then advance. Honestly, yeah. That's kind of perfect. Another big unit on the same floor. Perfect. That's why I took it. And you know what? He'll tank for the mushroom as it grows. There we go. Now we're talking. So now the mushroom will propagate every turn. And then another spawn, another proliferate. Everything's getting Valor. You're getting more troop. You're gaining more regen. We're doing 194 damage to the boss. It has 80 corruption? How did that happen? Well, I suppose I'll accept the boss dying in one turn. Well, one more turn. I do need better spells. I'm just playing Inspires over and over again, but the unit is pretty kick-ass. A multi-strike, and then a strike -1. I mean, on the mushroom stack, that's really good. Fun Guy is also incredible, though. Do we want to build a big mushroom stack, or do we need more damage? I think we're okay with the mushroom stack. The Shield Steward moving up and then tanking for the mushrooms is fine. I think we need more damage, which means Cursed Twin Blade. We'll take a squad leader, and then I think we'll just take deployment capacity so we can put more units down without needing the Ascend quite as much. We don't have a lot of money, so I'm gonna go to the left. Draw X and apply -1, apply Valor, consume propagate 2X. Spike is incredible. Awoken's Rail Spike is also pretty good, but wouldn't we want to just propagate the mushrooms? Make big mushrooms? We haven't taken the Awoken's Rail Spike yet. +1 energy per turn, -3 deployment energy. So we'd go down to 5 energy on the first turn, which is more than enough. And then we gain 1 energy every turn for the draw and for playing our other stuff. That's not bad. We'll take card draw after this. I do like gain valor, gain more. But it's not so much about the valor as it is about the mushrooms, I think. And the energy helps. And you know what? Get rid of a single Inspire. I'd rather have a mushroom spawner than an Inspire. Normally I don't take this totem, but I think this is a good time to do it. I'm still gonna spawn on the top floor, even though these guys are gonna, well, maybe we should spawn on the bottom. Let's stop our deck being filled with garbage. Okay, finally we drew this off of the draw there, which is what I was hoping for. We're gonna need to keep the mushroom alive, which means we need better draw to keep him alive. Loam coat helps, but now I don't have a mushroom out, which sucks. I guess we could just put this right now on Shield Steward. Oh, that's giving me more sap because you lived with 1 HP. That's giving me sap because we are playing spells, not because it's actually doubling up on my sap. Like, it's not propagating my sap. Can't play the Cursed Twin Blade. If I play a mushroom, it's just gonna die, so I guess we don't. I can play a mushroom here. Spawning pods is also unplayable. It's cheaper, but unplayable right now. What a strange scenario. I've got myself in here where I can't play the cards that I have in my deck. Again, a mushroom will die. So I guess the mushroom is just going up on the top floor. I mean, we've got enough regen on this guy. We should be okay. But this is a little funky. Oh my god, we've done it. We've actually put down a mushroom. Now can we keep him alive? You're dead! You know what? I'm not gonna play anything. I think he gets spikes. But the regen on our train steward is holding us, keeping us here for now. Keeping us alive, keeping us going. Holding it down. Damage, shield, and valor. Apply valor and damage shield to all friendly units. That's a good spell. On summon sap. Sacrifice 1 fun guy. Is a mushroom stack a fun guy? Will it sacrifice 1 troop? I don't know, but I don't think we need these. Merchant of Magic at this point seems pretty nice, because we have spells that do need upgrading now. On rally, sap enemy units. That seems really good. It's expensive. Because every time you summon a mushroom, the enemies get weaker, so they do less damage to your mushrooms. I'll take her. Grant friendly units plus 15 strength. Grant silence. Some of the rooms are just so much obviously better than others. Okay, remove consume from the rail spike. Make it draw more. Make it draw way more. Love it. I need spawn on turn 1. So this solves that problem. And I will spend my money. Well, maybe we'd be better off now being like, dump another Inspire. We don't need that much Inspire as long as we propagate off of the Inspire. I think that was fine. I would love it if I could re-roll the shop again and buy more. I would love it if I had $1,000 so I can get all the cash, but this is fine. So you. Now I could play you and try to ascend you, but instead I'm gonna play everything else. And now if I play you, I can just, or if I draw you, I can just play you. Also, hey, I can draw 7. Draw 6. This seems like a good time for it just to make everything in the deck cheap. Like, look at that. Spawn, get the Windblade out. Advance, then melee weakness. You're gonna die in a couple of turns. Let's get a Spear Steward out. And that'll come back around, and then it's gonna start drawing way more cards. Ascend, then advance. Honestly, bringing you up is nice. We can kill you up here. Give you 3 melee weakness. Okay, Cursed Twin Blade. Does need to be played, probably on the Mushroom stack, but we have the Loam Coat, so actually we play that. Now he's growing in strength every turn. So let's just grow in strength more. I could ascend and apply melee weakness. I just don't think I need to. Ah, I wish there was room to play you now. Maybe later. Sapping us made this guy live for one more turn, but whatever. Pyre's gonna take a couple of hits. 12 damage. I accept that. So multi-strike, we should put out there. Helps to kill these units. And then let's do a big draw 5. Spawn, Inspire. Right, this is not, in fact, a Ascend. I keep thinking it's gonna be an Ascend. It's not, it's just an Advance. Let's bring you forward, do some damage to you. Everything's dead, good. I can bring you up, but you'll die. So I can, in fact, ascend and advance you. I don't see the point. Sorry to say. I know we're being sapped. We will kill him. Our trample will make short work of that. This is one, it's interesting, you don't want to silence him. If you silence him, you make him harder to fight. I've never thought of that before, but you do not want to silence this man. You're just gonna make your own life hard for no reason.
Okay.
I am kind of loving the ability to draw 7 cards off of that spike. I kind of want more of these. Because if we can get to a point where we only have the spikes, we can actually use the spikes to draw spikes. If we have a deck that's 2 of these and then like a spawn, we can spawn unlimited numbers of times. So maybe we just want to thin out the deck a little bit. Remove cards until we have only units and that, and then we'll just go to town. So let's go to the removal. We also need the health and we need the upgrades anyways. We still have things to do. So squad leader's always played. We might want to just play him and make him better. Plus 14, plus 20. Or we could do it to a spear steward. The problem is that spear stewards for some reason are not banner units. I kind of wish that they were. It would definitely make them easier to play. Okay, squad leader, you're more likely stick around. Reduced to 1 pip. Now you're talking. And then we will remove the... I'm just gonna remove the spear stewards. No, we should remove spells. Because I want to thin out my deck to a point where we can only draw those spells. Plus 7 attack and lifesteal 1? That doesn't matter, like, at all. We're gonna kill you. In fact, maybe we should play the Enchantress now. You? Because making this guy a smidge makes him easier to play. We could do Enchantress, Mushroom Man. I misplayed that, but that's okay. Shield Steward, and now we have room here for the spawn. In fact, spawn, then we'll play him, the Shield Steward, move him up to the front, and now he's tanking for the Mushroom Men, the Men of the Mushrooms. Hey, 68-inch, welcome to the stream today. How are you doing on this warm Thursday afternoon? I like this. I know that you're gonna be strong when you move up. I don't care. What a weird dude. Why did I give that to you? We need to give you the loam coat. That was a mistake. You take the coat. Actually, draw 8, that's too much. Why don't we spawn and then draw 7? And now we'll spawn and apply Windblade and play you to die and give you melee weakness and then proliferate. I mean, they're not really doing that much damage, are they? We sapped them pretty nicely thanks to the spawning. That's kind of what we want. 68 says I'm playing too much Monster Train, over 100 hours already. Or you're playing too much. I hope I'm not playing too much. I'm loving the game myself. It is a lot of fun. Okay, spawn sap is incredible. It's really fun. I'm really enjoying the overall, balance changes and whatnot in Monster Train 2. It's fantastic. So let's draw 7. One day I'll be able to play this loam coat, don't you worry. Ascend, then advance. We don't need to do that. We can just apply melee weakness, and then apply melee weakness. You're probably playing the correct amount, he says. I'm still playing a lot of it myself. You have 120 corruption and 11 sap. I think we'll be fine. Here, take some melee weakness. And you know what? Get out of my deck. You drew the loam coat. That's perfect. Make my mushrooms larger. Because it'll also trigger more sap, I think. Connie says, I was thinking about playing the original Monster Train, but the presence of the clans here makes that kind of unnecessary. It does, doesn't it? Not that it's a bad thing. But I do enjoy the original clans here. It's a lot of fun. There really is no reason to play Monster Train 1 anymore, especially because I kind of just like 2 better. I think that the balance overall is way tighter. There's a lot to do, says Connie. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. So these things will give 7 damage each to the boss. It's not gonna matter. In fact, there you go. Now he's not gonna get any buffs. And us, on the other hand, we have a nice solid mushroom stack. The sap is stacking up. I mean, this is a really good way of getting apply debuffs to enemies achievements unlocked. I'm a big fan. There you go, draw 7. I mean, we are almost to a point where we can draw infinitely. I just need to duplicate this card and remove more. Consume enemy units propagate, add a copy to your discard pile. Consume, apply armor to fungi. Apply decay equal to sap. A cool way of synergizing the sap into damage, but I don't want cards. Draw is nice. Do we want energy instead? We can play a couple more units, and we'll get more draw out of the rail spike whenever we draw the rail spike. I'm taking energy, and I'm gonna duplicate that rail spike, which we can do. Large stone. Another large stone on the shield steward. That's a little ridiculous. We could just make him take half damage at this point. The ultimate tank. And then do we have another steward? We have a spear steward, you know, give him regen, give him damage. Give me a reroll. I can't afford them both. I can give him multi-strike. I can also make him real tiny. Let's just give him multi-strike and say, okay, we got another unit in the deck. And then the Enchantress can get cheap upgrades. Instead of removal, but the removal is probably better, but if I just duplicate this card one more time, we can probably get infinite draw. I want to go infinite on the boss fight. Battle Dancer. We want the tiny tank. Then we can play Enchantress, Squad Leader, still have the energy to play a Shield Steward who we can ascend to the back ranks after we spawn. Mushroom Man needs the Twin Blade because he's gonna get real freaking big, real freaking fast. These guys are gonna do damage to the Pyre. Might be a good time to put out a blocker. You need... Why do I keep giving you the Twin Blade? I'm just gonna put the coat on you. Very silly. All right, Spear Steward. You are there specifically to tank damage to the Pyre. Should have maybe actually advanced the Train Steward in front of the Mushroom Man. That would have been smarter. Unfortunately, we are not killing the gold as well. Big rip. Are you living? You're dying. It's unfortunate. But I can play another unit behind you. Or in front of you, rather. Now you're living. Draw 6. Now I wonder if drawing a rail spike makes it draw more in the future. Let's see. No, it still draws 3. I'll melee weakness you. It's still nice. You know, it's 3 more cards I can play basically for free. Ascend, then advance. Everything looks fine so far. But let's put some melee weakness on you. We don't need... Let's advance the train steward so that the mushroom grows. Gotta remember that that is actually probably the best play. Now, can I keep you alive? No. We will take 10 pyre damage. I hate these guys. Alright, that's fine. You're also not dying. Do I want to ascend you? If I ascend you, you'll hit the pyre for 1. Which is better than this guy living and hitting the pyre for 4. The 10 damage there kind of sucked, but, you know, whatever. Okay, Wilkins Rail Spike. Draw 7. It drew the other Rail Spike. Now. Spawn. 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 Might as well play the Zone of Silence, and then draw 3. We drew the Rail Spike, okay? Then you draw 3. We didn't draw the Rail Spike. But we're getting there. I am gonna get 400 bucks from this. We can purge some cards out of the deck, make it more likely. Getting close, getting close. All right, when we incant, you get spikes. That's not too bad. Draw 8, draw 7. By playing that card, it did go into the draw pile. So there is a chance we can draw it off of the spike. We did get it. Now there's a chance we can draw it again. We didn't get it, but we could have. Sap, 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 sap. Now they're all dead. Now you're all dead. You have a lot of sap. We're gonna take a little bit more pyre damage because they have another resolve trigger guy, which is annoying. Everything in our deck at this point is free. The only question is, can we rail spike into a rail spike? God, if we get the perfect draw turn 1, we can actually one-tap the boss. I've never done that before. I've never defeated him in 1 turn. But all we would have to do is just thin out our deck enough, draw the rail spike, and then have a rail spike draw a rail spike. What's happening? You're gaining spikes? Why am I playing cards? Stop this. I'm just playing cards for no reason. You were already dead. Okay, skip. Skip. We gotta thin out this deck. Duplication is to the left with removal. Perfect. If we're lucky, we can get a good relic. The first time each turn a spell card with consume is played, draw 1. It helps to get to the cards that we want, because if we draw a proliferate, rather we're gonna draw spawning pods. That will give us 1 draw. But we could also just purge a card out of the deck. So duplicate the rail spike, and then remove... 1 inspire is fine. We can remove the spawn. And then I kind of want to just remove more. Like remove... challenge. Remove a... kind of want to remove the zone of silence, but I think it's fine. Let's remove a... Sword Maiden can get equipment out of our deck if we draw the Windblade. Let's remove another solo spawn card. Let's remove a... buy this. I can only remove 1 card or buy 1 relic with the amount of money that we have. If I make something deployable, we'll guaranteed draw it early. Like I could make Zone of Silence guaranteed playable. We'd have units in the deck, but we can just play the units when we draw them, but we could also just play this when we draw it. We can play our units because we have the energy, really. I think we'll just purge a proliferate. And then... make that deployable. Sure. 23 card deck. It is still possible we can go infinite on turn 1. It's hard, but we need to play a lot of our units early, I think. Okay. Battle Dancer. Enchantress. Take the Windblade. We need the Squad Leader. We need the Tanky Boy. And then the Shield Steward as well. 2 of these early is actually pretty damn nice. So this is a free spawn. And he's getting sacked. Now we draw 8 off of this. Now we draw 7. Play 7. It's gonna be tight, but we might be able to actually draw what we want. You did draw a free card, which I can very much appreciate. I need to play as few cards as possible to try to draw the other spike. But we are gonna draw a spike off of a spike. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in hand. We're gonna draw 3. Spawn, spike. Then we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 cards in hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards in hand. Draw a spike. Yes! I think we've done it. I think we've gone infinite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need to play a card. Then we spike. We know we're gonna draw 1 spike. We actually drew 2 spikes. So we play 2 cards. 1 card. 2 card, spike. 1 card, 2 card, spike. 1 card, 2 card, spike. We've done it. Melee weakness, inspire, spike. Dominion's Eye, spawn, spike. Dominion's Eye, spawn, spike. Hell yeah! It's gonna take a while though. And the other cards in my hand, I can't play them, but I do have unlimited card draw. And we get we're gonna get unlimited troop off of this guy. And unlimited sap on him. All right, I appreciate this game, thank you. Apply melee weakness, that's another 70 damage. It's gonna take its sweet time, but the damage will scale as we go, because every melee weakness increases the damage he takes. Every time we Valor or Spawn, we're increasing the damage of the fun guy. It's exponential scaling, it's just slow. Unlimited power! I hope I get the achievement for doing this in a challenge mode. So we're at 1,000 damage. It's not gonna take too long. Finally, a full stream of 3 cards repeating. It's infinite play of these 3 cards with this rail spike. It's so good. Okay, 1,300 damage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, we're good. I think I played 4 cards on that last turn. I mean, as long as I only play these cards, we're great. I don't have to play 3 cards. I can play 2. I can play 4. It'll be fine. It'll work itself out in the wash. Just wish it was faster. 1,700 damage. Right? I wish I had a way of gaining energy. If we had anything in the deck that allowed us to gain energy, we could actually play everything else in our hand. 2,000 damage. Okay, it's all melee weakness at this point. He has 15 stacks of it. Now with this, we could go infinite on endless mode as well, because we have an infinite build here. The only thing that stops us is any sort of shenanigans that limit the number of cards that we could play, and there are curses that do that. But assuming nothing affects our deck, we go infinite. And if we had fewer cards, a thinner deck, maybe we could actually, or energy gain, we could theoretically tank a couple of curses. Longest endless ever. Well, I mean, if it's literally endless, then yes, infinity is the longest endless. $3,700 damage, and it's not going to take too much longer. He is dead, and he has 30 stacks of sap, 20 melee weakness, and for good measure, there you go. I guess I should bring in another unit, but at this point it'll ruin the fact that he's attacking first. Unless we then advance the troop into the front. We could have had another shield steward up here, doesn't matter. End turn. There we go, plus 100% score. That's why I took the Awoken Rail Spike. It's like, it's a really good card. And I want to see how it performs in Monster Train 2. Advance, apply X melee weakness. Consume, draw 1 next turn. For every 15 cards in your deck, draw another 1 next turn. You know, I could have also gone infinite playing debuffs to unlock Bogworm's growth. Maybe I should have thought about that too. Go infinite and just get the unlocks done, I guess. It was a fun run. Thank you, triple upgraded Awoken's Rail Spike. Remove consume, -3 energy. It's just good. Bartender, a red pepper martini on the rocks.
Sure thing.
F is the bartender? Phoenix, how about I buy you a drink? Normally, I would not hesitate at a chance to save myself an extra coin, but coming from you? Look, either we continue this quarrel as former enemies, or we learn to tolerate each other. I, for one, would prefer to set our past differences aside for the sake of our troops. Fine, I'll accept your coin, but I will not be your buddy. I do not make friends with weaklings or angels, and you are both of those things. Excuse me, what did you just call me? Take no offense, I speak only the truth. Frankly, you don't look like you can hold your own in a fight. Now, your coin, please. I just realized I'm actually not carrying any gold on me. Here's your red pepper martini. By the way, your tab's running up pretty high. You able to pay for this? Why, Talos over there has offered to pay for my drinks. Sorry, buddy. You're on your own. Ah, I'm in trouble. You take IOUs? Well, yes, literally. That's what a tab is. Kind of. Fun run. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch if I want to go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.